I'm planning to buy the larger iPhone 6 this time, so I will buy the second generation of the iPhone 6 Plus, probably called iPhone 6s Plus. And the reason for that is that I think I can use the iPhone 6 Plus as an iPad as much as possible. I can do most of the stuff on the iPhone 6 Plus instead of on my iPad. Yes, it's a bit smaller, everything will be more fiddly and so on, and I can't do video editing on the iPhone 6 Plus because Apple has another completely different version of iMovie for iPhone, and that version is not as good as it is on the iPad. For example, you can't see the audio waveforms when editing on the iPhone version of iMovie, but you can on the iPad, and that's very important if you want to do some real video editing on your iOS device. So I will still need to use my iPad to do the video editing, or maybe the MacBook. As you may know, I started a new experiment yesterday where I go back to the MacBook after I have been in the post-PC era for 14 months and only used my iPad and iPhone. But this experiment will see if the MacBook could make me more creative and productive when using a Mac instead of my iPad. But the first day of that experiment was no good. It was very awkward to work on the MacBook for me. I think everything took a much longer time when doing stuff. Simple stuff as video editing took way more time to do on the Mac than it does on the iPad, for example. And the worst thing was that when I needed to share my video everywhere on all social networks, it took very long time to do that on the Mac. But maybe it will be better the more I use it, so I will keep doing this experiment. So when I buy the iPhone 6s Plus, I will use it more like an iPad as much as possible. I will do everything I can except for video editing and music creation and maybe some blogging too. But everything else I will use my iPad or the MacBook if I still doing the experiment then. It worked really great though to airdrop the videos from my iPhone to the MacBook, so I could do some video editing in Final Cut Pro X. That works very good, exactly as good as doing airdrop from my iPhone to my iPad to do video editing. The difference was though that I couldn't airdrop a complete iMovie project to the Mac because iMovie for OS X didn't recognize the iMovie mobile project file, so that's really strange. So I had to airdrop a complete file, a complete video file to the Mac, and then import that file into Final Cut Pro X and edit it in Final Cut Pro X. I think it's strange that Apple hasn't the same format for iMovie for iOS as it has on iMovie for OS X. So the iPhone 6s Plus will be perfect to have for me, no matter if I use the iPad or a MacBook as my computer. The iPhone 6s Plus will perfectly fine do all that I need to seamlessly synchronize my devices. So I don't think that will be a problem. So the iPhone 6s Plus will be something that will make me even more productive and creative. I'm sure of that. And no, there is nothing wrong with the iPhone 6. I really love my iPhone 6 phone, but I use my iPad Air 2 for everything. I mean, I have almost no use for the iPhone 6 because I do everything on my iPad Air 2. So if I will do what I'm saying now, that I will use the phone more as an iPad. I will do more stuff on the phone because I need to do more stuff on the phone now than I needed before, because I can't have my iPad Air 2 with me everywhere all the time in my life now. so I need to have a phone to do stuff more. That's why I will try the iPhone 6s Plus. And that's why I can't use the iPad Air 2 as much anymore. So that's the reason for me to upgrade to a larger iPhone. And hopefully the only thing I will need to use my iPad for or a MacBook in the future will be for video editing and nothing else. And that's Apple's fault because they don't have the same iMovie version for iPhone. But maybe that will come. Who knows? Maybe it will support the landscape mode on the larger iPhone in the future. I hope so. So we see the audio when doing video editing. Okay, this was some of my thoughts by using a larger iPhone instead of an iPad. Please like this video. Okay, bye.